Hey everybody, and welcome to episode 189 of Unboxing Wednesdays for comics arriving in stores on Wednesday, June 11th, 2014. Ricky, we just had Niagara Falls Comic Con last weekend. It was pretty amazing, wasn't it?
Pretty awesome.
It was great seeing everybody come by the table. Thanks to everyone who came and said hi. And there was a lot of cool people there that we talked to and met. So Niagara Falls Comic Con was awesome, Ricky, but now we're on to the next thing, and that is this Saturday at our Sidekick store. Right. It's an event of epic proportions. It is Free Graphic Novel Day. Saturday, June 14th, from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. at our Sidekick store. If you thought Free Comic Book Day was cool, think of what Free Graphic Novel is going to be. Come on, really. We're pleased to announce that Jason Liu, creator of Pitiful Human Lizard, will be on hand to sign copies of his book for people and to sketch. We've also got three very talented individuals from the From a Hat studio. We got Paris, Matt, and Dylan, all going to be in attendance.
So good.
Matt and Dylan weren't at our last Free Comic Book Day event, so they're here at this event. Don't miss your chance to get some artwork from those guys. The whole From a Hat crew is amazing, and thanks to Paris for setting that up for us. And we're also going to have some very notable cosplayers at the event, specifically the debut of Brampton's own Amazon Princess Wonder Woman.
Right.
Going to be showing up, and we hear that her good friend Brampton's Dark Knight will be tagging along as well. Ooh. So. Supervillains, if you had any ideas about spoiling the fun for us on Free Graphic Novel Day, sorry to say that we've got those bases covered. As for what's going to be on sale and what graphic novels are going to be given away for free, we're going to have more information coming on that later on in the week as we get closer to the event. So please stay tuned to our Facebook page and our website, stadiumcomics.com, for more info on all that. Alright, well, with that being said, let's go ahead, Ricky, and open up some boxes. While Ricky's unboxing everything and putting them up on the shelves, I just want to remind everybody about our June mystery comic box. Yes, we are running out of our June comic box. It's been a huge success. Thank you to everybody who has ordered them so far. Supplies are very limited. It's a very cool thing that we're doing. We've basically decided, amongst all the comics that are coming out this month, which are our top like 5 to 7 picks for the best comics of the month, and we're putting them all together in this mystery box. And one of those comics we announced last week will be a signed copy of Doomed #1 by Ken Lashley with a Stadium Comics Certificate of Authenticity. So really, really exciting stuff. And as you've seen over the last couple weeks, a lot of really good comics have come out. And we're only halfway through the month, so did a couple of the books that we showed today, are they going to end up in the mystery box? Maybe a book or two from last week? Maybe some books from next week and the week after. You have to get our mystery box to find out. Head over to our website, store.stadiumcomics.com, and order yours today. As I said, we are running low on stock. There's a finite number of these available, so go ahead and order yours today. First up today, we have this awesome Batman New 52 t-shirt and a Harley Quinn I Love Jay t-shirt. By Jay, of course, she's referring to my middle initial. The Game of Thrones Legacy Collection by Funko continues with this Ned Stark figure. And here's the latest in the Marvel Now by Kotobukiya Artifacts Plus statues. This is Black Widow. Alright, moving on to the collected editions, we have Ghosted Volume 2 from Image Comics. World's Finest featuring Huntress and Power Girl Volume 3. Then we have Night of the Living Deadpool new in softcover today. This collects the 4-issue Night of the Living Deadpool miniseries. Basically what happens in this book is Deadpool wakes up from a food coma and discovers that New York City's been overtaken by zombies. The really cool thing about this book is the visual aesthetic, where it's pretty much all black and white except for Deadpool, who appears in red, obviously. And it's written by Cullen Bunn, so you can't go wrong there. And we have Transformers Dark Cybertron, book number 2. Alright, moving on to the smaller press books, we've got a new title from Top Cow. It is Wildfire, issue number 1, and these are the two covers that accompany the title. Ash in the Army of Darkness, issue number 8. Archer and Armstrong number 21. Godzilla, the IDW era. This gives us some artwork and behind the scenes information from every Godzilla series done at IDW up to this point. United States of Murder Inc. issue number 2. I thoroughly enjoyed the first issue of this series. I'm looking forward to reading this. And it was announced at E3 the other day, according to Ricky, because you know he's all up to date on everything going on at E3, that Powers has finally been announced for a TV series produced by Sony. So that's awesome news. Love all the new stuff coming out of E3, by the way. That new Pac-Man game, fantastic. Can't wait to play the new Asteroids as well. Looks like they're doing a multiplayer version of Asteroids. You could be like shooting colored polygons with somebody halfway across the world. It's intense. Blood Queen number 1 from Dynamite. Manifest Destiny number 7 from Image Comics. Lumberjanes issue 3. And we also have the second printing of Lumberjanes issue number 1. Here's Star Wars number 18. Star Trek number 34 featuring an Angry Birds cover. New from Avatar Press and the minds of Garth Ennis and John McCrae, we have Dix issue number 1. WWE Superstars. This is Haze of Glory, part 1 of 4. This is actually issue 5 of the book, so it's a new story arc starting here. Sons of Anarchy issue number 10. Royals Masters of War number 5 of 6. Another exciting one from Boom Studios, issue number 1 today, written by Cullen Bunn, illustrated by Vanessa R. Del Rey. It is The Empty Man, issue number 1. This is all about a mysterious virus called the Empty Man virus, which is spreading across the world. What is the cause of it? What does it cause people to do? Check out this issue to find out the answer. Here is Starlight, issue number 4. God is Dead reaches issue 14. Brian Hitch's Real Heroes, issue 3. Rocky and Bullwinkle, number 4, with another Angry Birds cover. Here's a one-shot from Image Comics. It's called That's Because You're a Robot. Speaking of Angry Birds, IDW brings us Angry Birds issue 1 today. Transformers Robots in Disguise, issue number 30. Here's the variant cover for that book. Dead Letters number 3. Got a second printing of Chaos number 1, the J. Scott Campbell cover. Astro City 13. Another new one from Image Comics today. It is Red City issue 1. Here's The Walking Dead issue 128. Really cool cover, actually. This is the second issue that's come out since the timeline jump after the last story arc. So pick this up today. And if you did miss issue number 127, we have second printings out at the store today. New big book from Valiant this week. It is Armor Hunters issue number 1. This is the regular cover. Here's the blank variant cover. Here's another variant cover. And I'm not sure if you can pick it up here on the camera, but this is the chrome variant. Very shiny. Okay, moving on to Marvel. We've got a second printing of Hulk issue number 2. A second printing of Nightcrawler number 1. A second printing of Guardians of the Galaxy number 14. The super popular Miss Marvel number 1 gets a 4th printing. New from the Disney Kingdoms line of Marvel Comics, we have Figment issue number 1. Avengers Undercover issue 5. She-Hulk number 5. All New Invaders number 6 is a original Sin tie-in. Here's Hulk issue 4. Wolverine number 8, 3 Months to Die. And here is the Wolverine variant. Of course, Wolverine is set to die in August, so there'll be a 4-issue miniseries called Death of Wolverine. The first issue of which will be will have a hollow foil etched cover. I think issues 2 through 4 will have that as well. Lots of variants with the first issue, up to a 1 in 500 variant by Joe Quesada. So it'll be really interesting to see how those sell. You can expect some collector's packs from us in the near future concerning that book. Here's Nightcrawler number 3, the Nightcrawler number 3 variant. Captain Marvel number 4, Mighty Avengers number 11. Deadly Hands of Kung Fu number 2. I don't know about you guys, but I would listen to a band fronted by Dazzler with Deadpool on lead guitar. This is Deadpool issue 30. Savage Wolverine number 20. Secret Avengers issue 4. New Avengers number 19. All New Ultimates number 3. Amazing Spider-Man Learning to Crawl 1.2 continues the Year 1 story for Spider-Man. All New X-Men issue number 28. Uncanny X-Men Special issue number 1. And here is the other cover to the Uncanny X-Men Special. And finally, we've got Original Sins with an extra S on it. It's plural. Issue number 1 of 5. Not to be confused with Original Sin singular. This issue features Deathlock, Young Avengers, and Lockjaw. And the way I've been told to describe it is basically, you know how Avengers vs. X-Men was an event as a whole, and then they had AVX, which, you know, dug a little deeper into what was going on. That's what Original Sins does. It's like AVX was to Avengers vs. X-Men. Alright, moving on to DC Comics, we have Smallville Lantern, issue number 3, World's Finest, issue number 24, Constantine, number 15, show's coming in October, that's going to be awesome. Here's Superboy, issue number 32, Infinity Man and the Forever People, issue number 1. This is a book by Dan DiDio and Keith Giffen. Green Lantern Corps number 32. And our first Bombshell cover of the week comes from Green Lantern Corps number 32 and features Aricia. Birds of Prey number 32 guest stars the Suicide Squad. Here's Future's End number 6. Batman Eternal number 10. Here's Batgirl issue 32. And the Batgirl number 32 Bombshells variant. Superman Wonder Woman number 9 continues the Doomed storyline. And we've got this Bombshell variant for the book featuring Wonder Woman and Supergirl. Justice League United, issue number 2. Here's the Justice League United combo pack cover. The Justice League Canada variant cover. Oh, and we've also got this variant cover for Justice League United. And finally, today from DC, we've got Detective Comics issue 32. This is part 3 of the Icarus storyline, which is launching Francis Manapul and Brian Bucceletto's run on this comic. Here is the regular cover. Here we have the combo pack cover, the variant cover, and finally the Poison Ivy Bombshells cover.
Okay, prize time. Last week we were giving out a copy of Batman 66 Meets the Green Hornet. And we asked you guys what series you'd like to see turned into a 66 version of itself. We got a lot of hilarious answers. Mark Walker said the best campy series, The Punisher. Imagine reading the Frank Castle origin story. Holy family homicide, Batman. You know, I would read the hell out of that. That'd be fantastic. Tyler N said Power Rangers would be an awesome 60s version. I agree. Maybe they'd have, like, you know, the Beatles doing their theme song. That would be fantastic. Although the Beatles would not sell out like that, so probably wouldn't happen. Now this one's really meta. Iron Colossus 4 said a campy 60s version of the Ultimates. Wait a minute, that's called the Avengers, right? Clever as we all know, the Ultimates is a modern take on the Avengers. So Iron Colossus, you win my heart instead of this week's prize. The Jelloman 590 says, I'd say Lost, because it'd be funny to see Jack and the gang happily going about on their mythical island and find island people. I believe they already did that, and it was called Gilligan's Island. Yes, you lose, Mr. Jelloman. It was Gilligan's Island you were thinking of. No, I'm joking, but I definitely think that that could work. As Gilligan's Island has shown, it will work. But the winner goes to Christian Sage, who says, Justice League 3000 would be a good 60s campy series because it's in the future, and who didn't like campy things in the future? I think that's fantastic. 1960s sci-fi is probably the best kind of sci-fi, right after like 80s sci-fi, but still, 60s sci-fi is amazing. Maybe you'd have like giant robots, and Superman would be wearing like a Flash Gordon kind of looking suit. It'd be fantastic. So congratulations, Mr. Christian Sage. You win a copy of Batman 66 Meets the Green Hornet. This week what we're giving out is Justice League United, but the Bombshell cover. Ooh. This one here says A Field Guide to the Cosmos. It's kind of like the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe, I guess. Now, in honor of E3 this weekend, we'd like to hear from you guys about what comic you'd like to see turned into its own video game. We've had the Batman Arkham Asylum series, and that's been such a huge hit. I don't know if you guys saw the Arkham Knight trailers with some of the gameplay. It was crazy. It was absolutely nuts. So to win this, let us know what comic you'd like to see turned into a video game, and bonus points if you could tell us what happens or maybe like some gameplay stuff. Best answer will win a copy of Justice League United.
Alright everybody, that is it for this week's episode. Thank you once again for watching. Check out our Previews Reviews show. There's a new one that's up and available now for you to view, which takes a look at collectibles coming out in July. You can also expect a look at some books coming out in August in the coming week or so. Ricky and I will be filming that a little later this week. Our friend and co-worker Louie has his recap podcast, which gets you caught up on all the storylines going on in comics. Check it out, because you know, maybe he's going to talk about his encounter with the comic book men at this past Niagara Falls Comic Con. I know he he had a spirited encounter with them. So that's awesome. You can connect with us using any of the websites you see listed here on the screen, and we'll see you all next time for episode 190?
Whoa, man, we're almost at 200.
Of Unboxing Wednesdays. Take care, everyone. Enjoy your comics this week.